Good evening, friends. And we have a very big update today. In fact, recently Arnab Goswami of Republic TV he interviewed Devendra Fadnavis, the Deputy CM of Maharashtra, on his channel, and he asked a lot of pertinent questions, a lot of important questions regarding the Palgar Sadhu case, regarding the Disha Salian case and SSR case. So we'll be coming to that, and we'll be discussing as to what could be the possibilities in the future, as to how this could develop, right? And also we have a lot of other interesting developments happening. Yeah, it is over to you. Hi, Neena. Hi, Swati. Hi, everyone. So,
Yeah,
friends, if you do
Swati.
like, yeah,
After a
if you do
long
like,
time, Swati. Yeah.
yeah, if you do like our content, make sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Hi, Anita.
Yeah. So, friends, let's move on to the first quote of the day. Yeah. So it says, "Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear." This is a quote from Paul Coelho, the famous novelist. Okay, and it is so apt, as in, see, a lot of the times people ask us to explain things to them, but we are very clear about what we want to do, and half the time it goes from one year and goes through the other year. So the best thing is, when you want to do something, you just you do what you plan. Keep deadlines, plan accordingly, because see, we may think that, see, we may have 6 months or 8 months or a year ahead of us to finish whatever we do, but you don't know, the days fly so fast. Even before we close our eyes, the next day has come. And that's how time is passing, because of the kind of age that we live in. This digital age is making us move at a very fast pace. So it's very important that you do your own work. You don't need to look for people to help you, or to give you words of comfort. You just do what you have to do with the confidence that you have. If you feel it is right, go ahead and accomplish it. So I think it's a beautiful saying from Paul Coelho. And this is a watercolor painting which I had done a few days back. So just for people who appreciate art. So welcome, Maya.
Welcome, Chandan. Welcome, Lakshmi, Anita,
Yeah,
Archana.
Ashad Ekadashi. Yes, thank you for reminding us. Ranjita, welcome. Nina, Anita, Chandan. Yes, Anita says, I think it's a planned interview, keeping in mind the elections. Yes, well said. Welcome, Lakshmi. Welcome, Archana. Quote is very apt. No use trying to convince someone who has a closed mind, refusing to see truth. Here, let me tell you something, Maya. See, sometimes out of our goodness, or our innate nature to help others, see, we try to give good, advice, or point out to something that's going wrong, when the people on the other side don't want to hear it at all. you know so what happens is, ultimately, for people like us, we give up, not on what we say, on what we should speak to that person, that particular person. So we continue with our mission, we continue with our agenda, but we don't address it at the person who ignores it, and who thinks he has such a huge ego that he doesn't need to listen to us. Meenaji, your channel is being shadow banned, I think. We are not getting the live sessions notifications anymore. You can ask others in the US as well.
Yes. So thanks for
Yes.
pointing that out, Mahati Garden, and friends, each and everyone watching this session. In the bell icon, please enable all notifications. Right, when you click the bell icon on our channel, enable all notifications so that you're notified. When we have our live sessions.
Yeah. So
Hi.
thank you, Agastya, Blue Skies, and thank you, Nina. Hi, ma'am, watching from Malaysia.
Hi.
Yes, we do have a problem, friends, because what we say is hitting at very, very various people at various agendas. People are
Hitting
trying
the
their best.
pockets.
Yeah, people are trying their best to cover up what they do. Thank you, Savitri. Very meaningful quote, says Rajita, and a lovely quote, says Savitri. Jackie, Jai Shri Ram, Mohini, that's this not the way. Anabji cross
Yes.
counter is, yes. Just did it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Anita, just stop giving explanations to anyone about anything. Yes, right? People just understand you without words. Absolutely.
Good evening,
Divya,
Divya.
good evening. Vinny, good evening. Nanda, very bad feeling from Fadnavis. Are they really collecting evidence or destroying evidence or helping mafia? What proofs they left? Nanda, what you said is exactly what I experienced when I listened to Devendra Fadnavis. How well you've said that. And also somebody else said that again. Who was that, Jade? Somebody else also said that Fadnavis interview was not a good one. Somebody else also said that. Yes. Fadnavis was very defensive and very, exactly. He tried to evade SSR and Disha issues, looked more like
Yes.
an attempt to indirectly threaten Uddhav by saying case is still open. Devendra Fadnavis's body language and his evasive answers regarding Sushant's justice gives a clear indication that he was never serious about seeking justice for SSR. See, one thing, friends, that now I'll just wait for Jaydev to give the news. But yes, I agree totally with you. Yes, go ahead, Jaydev, the news.
Yeah. So coming to the main piece of news, friends, and it is with regards to the interview, right? Let's get
Mhm.
straight to the interview.
Yes.
And as we all know, some of you might have seen it. The interview with Fadnavis on on Republic TV with Arnab Goswami. So apparently, with regards to the case of Disha Salian and SSR, so David Fadnavis provided a big update on the investigation of SSR and Disha Salian case. And he said that the authorities are gathering primary evidence in both the case. Asked why the CBI probe into the SSR, has largely remained, idle for the years. Fadnavis said the investigation is still underway and emphasized that primary objective is to assess the credibility of the evidence provided. Initially, the information available on the case was based on hearsay, but as individuals claim that they have possessed substantial evidence, efforts are being made to gather and evaluate this evidence, right? At first, the information available was based on hearsay. However, some individuals asserted that there's substantial evidence regarding the case. In response, we reached out to them and requested that they submit the evidence to the police. Currently, we are in the process of examining the credibility of the evidence. The investigation is still in progress, and it would be premature for me to provide any comments on the eventual outcome of the case at this particular stage. So apparently, he's being very evasive, like many people pointed out, right? He's not coming to the crux of the matter. When is the deadline that the CBI will give an update? And how long can they keep on assessing the credibility of the
See,
evidence, right?
here,
Yeah.
what I thought, my assessment after watching the interview was that Devendra Fadnavis was looking very, very embarrassed when the question was asked. Now, I'm not concentrating on the rest of what he does with Sharad Pawar or with Uddhav Thackeray. I don't want to even understand the kind of chemistry they have, because at the end, politicians are all the same. So I was keen on only hearing what he was saying about Sushant and Disha case. Okay. Now, just like somebody said, it looks like a rigged interview. It seems like that. Okay. Now, Devendra Fadnavis looked very embarrassed when that question was asked, because you could make out from his body language and his face language that he has absolutely no intention of having the cases investigated, because it will bring out lot of the people who are already in his camp, or Uddhav's camp, or in Pawar's camp, or Congress camp. So many people will be completely exposed. The people that Devendra Fadnavis stands with during PR functions may also be a part of it. So that is why you look at the edgy way he was talking. He was trying to say that, see, so much evidence has gone. But after that, a lot of evidence came, Mr. Fadnavis. What happened to that evidence? And then, what evidence are you talking about? Just catch Paramveer Singh by his neck and shake him like a chicken, it'll come out. Shake such a wazi, catch him, and you will get everything out. What are you talking about? If there is a will, there is a way. And what are you keeping these two for? As trophies to adorn in your office? Because they have some relationship with BJP? Please do not give us these evasive answers. Public are not fools. For 3 years, if public has taken this stand and said that, see, unless justice is given to Sushant, we will boycott Bollywood. And that is what has happened to everything, including the last movie, Adipurush. Take it as Sushant's curse, Devendra Fadnavis. Not one movie or even a song is going to be a hit. You know why I'm mentioning songs. Okay. Nothing is going to be a hit. Because you people have come into as leaders to say that you will give justice to people who need it. What justice have you given all these people? Jia Khan's case is closed. This is done in your tenure only. You did not ask any questions? Did you not know Jia Khan was murdered? Okay. So that is Suraj Pancholi and Aditya Pancholi related to Salman Khan, protected by Salman Khan. Okay. What about the other cases? Okay, let us not take celebrity cases. Take Janvi Kukreja case. How long will you take to solve a simple young girl, a teenager who went to a party and she got stabbed about 45, 48 times in her body? A small girl of just 5 feet 2 height, a simple girl from a middle class family. She went to a party and she became the victim of a drug and alcohol party. The peddlers were giving drugs. Even that is not solved. The mother and father don't have even that much money. They are sending them on a wild goose chase. Come down. Judges are ready. Judges are not ready. Lawyers are ready. Lawyers are not ready. What is the meaning of all this? So at the end of it, people, crooks like crook lawyers like Satish Panashinde are controlling Mumbai. Okay, so that is why I'm telling you that in the edgy way that Fadnavis answered Arnab's questions, it's very clear that he has absolutely no intention, because he says there's no evidence. Evidence is there in your hand. Just catch these two people, give them third degree. Public will tell you, please go ahead. Okay, don't wait for anything else. Just one electric shock will make them sing like, what you call, choir people. You should have the guts. If you want to rule a state, you should have the guts, is what I say. So let me just take a few comments. Meena ma'am, they know every bit of it. They are just trying to save their skin. Yes. Deputy CM was uncomfortable while Arnab was talking about the cases like Sadhu's, SSR and Disha. Your delay tactics will not work. Public will teach you politicians a lesson. See, here also, when Arnab showed the clip of, the Palgar Sadhu, that man being pushed into the crowd. Actually, he holds on to the police. And you know what the policeman does? The policeman shrugs his shoulder and pushes him into the violent mob. Can you imagine? Violent mob made of peaceful people. You will be ripped apart like a vulture will tear animals. This is what happened to Palgar Sadhus. And today also this Fadnavis is quiet. And Shinde is quiet. Why should I blame only Fadnavis? Let us put Shinde also on the platter. What is Shinde doing? Okay, Shinde is the chief minister. If Fadnavis is not listening, Shinde should be telling him that we should get this first sorted out. People are behind us for 3 years. What sort of governing is this? You're talking about metro and you're talking about all these other facilities, Mr. Fadnavis. Okay, but people who travel in this metro and all are ordinary people. If they're killed like flies, They're going to say, stop metro, give us safety, protect us. This is your first concern, Fadnavis. And you act as if you don't know where is the evidence. It has been all removed. What to do? Yes, but it will be followed. What are you following? Have you even taken the time to ask the CBI what they're doing? Whether they are catching flies or whether they're going to the spa and getting massages done? What sort of governance is this? Shame, shame, absolute shame is all I can say. Let me take a few comments. Meena, ma'am, no empathy for our sadhus and lost innocent lives, and failure from the present CM to react, just delaying and governance. And it is these people, Shreyasa, that we need to, make sure, ensure that they are, named and shamed in public. So it's very important, because if we do not name and shame these politicians from whichever party they come, then that means that, see, we ourselves have lost all morality. Sharmila, we were very excited when Uddhav Thackeray government fell apart. Yes, but nothing changed, and criminals are working free. Samir Wankare has received threats from Dawood Ibrahim, police hunting for that caller. It seems he's from India. Dhruv, I think now ruling party rulers also have many secrets, or they are scared to tell anything about the culprits. See, here what happens is, let me tell you something, friends. When we've been doing this for years, okay, this exposing these drug trafficking, child trafficking, adrenochrome, sexual rape, everything, gang rape, everything, child molestation. Now, see, in the case that I exposed yesterday about this European lady confessing that she was, marketed as a child, sexually sold as a child to international network. Here, what she says is that the mafia. This is happening in India as well. So let see. I know you're asking questions, but this is your answer. Mafia is controlling these top politicians. Okay, mafia makes sure that these top politicians get children, and mafia will then blackmail them because they will get everything photographed and videographed. Whatever they do to the children is then photographed and videographed. And this is used at the appropriate time to make them buckle and fall down on their knees. If they think they can have a gala time with little children or with young women or with young men, nothing comes without a price. At one time, you will be exposed. And this is what is happening now in the Sushant case and the Disha case. As we all know, there is a child trafficking angle to the case. And this is what Disha saw at the party. Everybody knows which party that was. So, Fadnavis, let us not, hide behind things. Everybody knows where the party was. Take that lady and shake her up, give her an electric shock, and she will start, telling you exactly what happened at the party. Okay. Now, everybody knows that it is this child trafficking angle that has people in all parties scared, because we do not know who are pedophiles in all these parties, who are gay in all these parties. The strength of someone who is producing movies, from becoming a man who sold, tickets, lottery tickets, who has become the top producer today, itself shows that there are a lot of gay people among politicians, and they are exploiting that. Otherwise, this man, who you all know I'm talking about, cannot become rich in such a short time. Just a few years back, he was wearing torn shirts. Today, he's wearing, jackets and coats like Bapi Lahiri. So this is the problem. Dhanashri, evidence. What about the pen drive, which is with
Yes.
Rani brothers? Here again, Dhanashri, let us not depend. This I'm telling, and if Mr. Fadnavis is listening, or Mr. Shinde, or even the top people in New Delhi are listening to this, my question is, we don't need any proof now, Fadnavis. You just catch hold of Paramveer Singh and Waze. They were the ones who gave the orders to what should be done, because they were working for their bosses, and their bosses were the Mahavikas Aghadi. And they were the ones who destroyed the evidence. Now, if they are given third degree, these two people will start speaking. So, Fadnavis, we don't need to go to anybody, you know. I'm not saying Fadnavis ji because you have lost that respect. I would have called you Fadnavis ji, but you have lost that respect. The very interview that you gave yesterday was such a shamble. It was in shambles because nothing you said was the truth. Okay. Both of you said that you're going to speak very candidly. Nothing of what you said is candid. You hid behind a mask. We should directly attack this minister on Twitter. Who is he trying to protect in SSR's case? We should shame him from all around the world. Eknath Shinde has been a puppet under Devendra Fadnavis, just like Manmohan Singh, in the hands of the Italian madam, Mahati. I kind of feel intuitively that SSR has been watching all these things unfold, and the very thought has establishment actors, producers, directors, terrified of what to come in the near future.
And what about Rup Kumar Shah, right? The witness in the Cooper Hospital. Where is he now?
Yeah,
Right? Rup
yeah.
Kumar Shah saw the SSR's dead body, and he clearly saw marks on the eye and the neck, right? And why? What about him? Where is he now at this point of time?
Yeah.
What is his
So
security?
here,
Right?
Jaidev, can we just
Does he
show
have
the
any some
yeah,
hold any credible evidence? Right?
yeah.
Does he have any
Friends,
sort of evidence?
yeah. Friends, see the reason why Sushant was killed is because he was very talented and he would have played all kinds of roles, with flair. Because he had the intelligence and he would research the role. Okay, so an AI, images of him in different roles has been shown, and it is so brilliant. I mean, each and every costume suits him so well. So Jediv and I decided that we'd like to show it to you. Have a look at how Sushant would have looked in different roles, and my heart bleeds for this boy.
Yeah, just a second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So let's look at the different roles that he would see as a king. Look at his personality and how he would have looked in these different roles. This is with the help of AI. Yes, go to the next one, Jen. Another question to Mumbai police. Why are there pre-dug holes? Is it to bury people if accidentally your masters kill anybody? Welcome, Ree.
yes.
Yes, just look at the different sort of costumes. If he had worn these, how he would have looked. And look at the way, what Pravaz was, looking as, and look at this man.
Yeah, so these are the possibilities which clearly Bollywood knew that he was on his verge of becoming the biggest superstar in India, right? And they knew his potential, his intelligence, and his capacity. So that's the reason why they took him out, and they obviously knew that he knew some of the very important secrets, right, of the business, of the dirty business.
I think BJP wants to finish off the Thakres, then give justice to Sushant or Disha, says Chitra.
Chitra, I don't
Why?
think so because if they want to finish off the Thakres, they have so many things which they can, put against them. Like the COVID scam is there, and they have the Palgar Sadhu case, also the SSR case, also, right? They have so many opportunities, but yet, don't they don't want to go behind, the Thakres for some reason or the other. Just like how they don't want to go behind the Gandhis because they think that them being at the opposition, BJP is quite safe, and and they'll be elected, again and again. Because if you have a weak opposition, BJP comes to power all the time. That's the principle which BJP is following at this moment of time.
So Shreyasa says SSR was more convincing than anyone out there. Yes, with his looks and his conviction. Miss you, Sushant, says Anita Verma. Why did Arnab not go hammer and tongs about PBS? Acquittal by Shinde government when all along he was after PBS. Roop Kumar Shah interview was on his channel. Why
Yes,
did he not raise that as evidence?
I'm surprised he
What
didn't
awesome
raise
pictures
all
of
these
SSR.
questions.
Yes, absolutely. After hearing as so much, it's obvious that it's a very sick society. I was watching SSR dancing with Hrithik. He was too fast than Hrithik, yes. Sushant Singh Rajput is absolutely unmatchable physically and has a brilliant mind, a reason, plus to fall in disgrace of the heads of Bollywood. They can't even compare, even in their dreams, with him. They are threatening Thakray's. So SSR's only fault is taking Shah Rukh as a role model and having a relationship with women who use him. Hi, ma'am. Hi, sir.
Nice
I
to see you
saw
long
Arnab
time.
asking about Disha stressing on issue. Fadnavis was angry on Arnab. Look at him. Yes, his face changed. If it wasn't for RC, SSR would have got out of Gutterwood and be the greatest in NASA. SSR had the IQ for great science. I miss SSR. Still waiting for justice, says Ree. Absolutely. दिन में opponents रात में यारी दोस्ती
Yes,
enjoying
exactly,
parties
Vinay.
and what proof is he talking about? SSR's house got all washed up and put it out for property display while the case is still going on. What kind? And not only that, today I saw a video. You know this Mahesh Shetty, who was supposed to have been close with, so close with SSR, his party with that woman. What is her name? The one who comes in the cheap TV shows, who was his friend earlier, SSR's friend earlier. Uh, you know, and
Ankita?
her, uh,
Ankita Lokande?
yes,
Oh,
Ankita Dokane and her boyfriend, and they're all dancing and partying as though they're having the best times of their life. Yes, you all indirectly killed a man, and you all are celebrating the death of that man who was supposed to be your friend. Why the hell did you not open your mouth, Mahesh Shetty? You kept saying that at the appropriate time I will open my mouth. Now, when is the appropriate time for you? 3 years later, you still don't want to say anything about your best friend? For every story hearing, you were sitting with SSR. There are pictures of you sitting with him at every moment, eating with him, traveling with SSR, and now you're partying with these enemies. What sort of friend were you? And what sort of friends exist in Bollywood? This Mahesh Shetty, every picture of SSR, he was there with his stupid monkey cap. Ma'am, I doubt so much things happened during lockdown. So many people went to kill him. But Fadnavis has no clue. They were fixing him or he was silent. SSR was about to expose the filth of Bollywood. What proof is he talking about? Yes, absolutely. And SRK was Sushant's model, but he realized that his persona is only a facade. That's why he was disappointed and wanted to change his career. Now, moving on to another piece of news, friends. You remember, see, this Adipurush was being promoted like anything. Okay. Who is the producer of Adipurush? Okay. Yeah. Before that, let us show you how all these actresses who are using Botox and silicone, you know, and all these such, what you call to look younger, will look in a few years. Yes, Jenny, go ahead. Please show it. Yeah. Can you imagine who this is? This is Kriti Sanon when she looks old. Okay, which will happen if karma is acting fast enough. It will happen shortly. This is Anushka Sharma. Okay, the lady that Karan Johar tried to sexually exploit. And this is the Maha actress Aishwarya Rai. She looks like these witches that they show in Hollywood, you know, in the Walt Disney characters. She looks apt, all she needs is a wand and a black dress. And this is Priyanka Chopra, who looks exactly like her mother. And this is Shraddha Kapoor. Look at him. She looks exactly like Shakti Kapoor. All she has to do is just say a few four-lettered words, as he does in his films, and everybody will say she is Shakti Kapoor. Yeah, and this is the famous person who comes in all the ads in India, the woman whose father controls the whole of Bollywood, Alia Bhatt.
I wouldn't be surprised if at this age, she plays the role of a teenager, right? So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, this is the lady who's been calculating all her life and changing partners as well. And also, remember, she is supposed to be the richest woman in Bollywood. Okay. I don't know why, Meena ma'am. I feel now the less said about Gutterwood is better. Gutterwood is seriously so painfully toxic. So more we see, the more dirt that comes out of Gutterwood. Thank you, Janet. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's hilarious. Yes, today, the
Yeah.
words that come out.
Guess who
Yeah.
this is?
She looks like Sonia Gandhi.
Yeah, she looks like
Okay.
Sonia Gandhi. So this is Katrina Kaif.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Lots of strength to you. Heart bleeds to see SSR last day videos posted by Ria. Ma'am, Raki Sawant is full of plastic and Botox. All backstabbers. They're looking scary. Yes. If they remove all this, we'll be all scared to death. Anita. Shame, really. 3 years for a case. I love Deepika, says the truth teller. Yes. In her old form or new form. Ma'am, Fadnavis asking concrete proof to whom forensic evidences are there. AIMS doctors looking at photos. They can say, ordinary forensic expert can say dead body gives more evidence than any. And what about the photos? You know, Budia Padukon. Well, welcome, Purna. Total Gutterwood. I only pray and hope that Samir Vankare should come out from the
Yes,
trap of
definitely.
SRK. See here, Sharmila, what I want to tell you is that, see, you know, we see films like, The Transporter, or a recent one was, which one, Jay? The one that we saw just recently, uh, Transactor, the latest movie that we saw, Hollywood movie, not Kandahar, the other one.
Extraction too.
Yeah. So when you see movies like Extraction, okay, everybody has only admiration for the extractor. Okay, he goes and takes these people, rescues them, whatever. This was the same thing that Samir Vankade was doing when he was in power. Okay, and we all admired the way he was working. Everybody, I mean, the public was aghast to see that. Oh, do such officers exist? And what was the reward given to him by people like Devendra Fadnavis and all these people, these politicians? They threw mud at him. Nawab Malik, all of them threw mud at him. Okay, and they said that you sit where you are, where you deserve to sit, which is a small posting. Okay, and that is also not enough. Now Aryan Khan has to be given the crown by Shah Rukh Khan. So what do you do? Whitewashing at the highest order. So which means that eliminate the man who even said that Aryan Khan had drugs. So now the case is on full thrust in the courts. So every day, Samir, who is working very hard, has to go to the courts to explain himself for doing his job. Okay. Now, if he is not eliminated, then Aryan Khan can't come in the role of SRK, or he can't do things. And if you look at the way he begged Shah Rukh Khan, Shah Rukh Khan begged Samir, in the WhatsApp chats, he can go to any extent. And one thing we must all realize is that these people don't care two hoots for anything. Now they want to launder their money They're always finding ways and means to do it. So they finally took this Archie girl. So Botox, forget about silicone, forget about it. Whitening your skin and all that. Go and become an agriculturist. Once you come under agriculture, you can whitewash all your money. Okay? So, girl, the daughter, of course, faithfully does whatever the father says. So she goes there, but then she asks, what is this? If she look at a chiku and say, what is this? Can you tell me the Americanized word of it? You know, or she look at a watermelon and say, what is this? So these nepo kids have to also be taught, what is the difference between fruits, vegetables, soil. All this will also now start it. Now, something that I found very odd, friends, is that now on Twitter, we are watching, what sort of assets or what you call companies these actors have. It all started with Anna, that is Shetty, Sunil Shetty. Sunil Shetty is broadcasting what are his companies, what are his this thing, what are his brands, who he is endorsing, and all that. And so I don't know why they've started that suddenly. And the second person they've shown is Deepika, not Deepika, Anushka. So I don't know. This is another tactic to make money. Are they going to give out shares or something that people will need to buy in their companies? So something is in their mind. Bollywood always works in a very crooked way, and everything moves around drugs, this thing, money laundering, sexual exploitation, and of course, which all ultimately leads to death. So this is a new technique that they have brought out. Now they are flaunting their assets and their companies. Now, see, for example, Anushka has not had a movie for so many years. So, uska paisa kidhar se aata hai? Is Virat Kohli giving it from IPL? She doesn't get any money. She's not even in ads because Alia has stolen all her ads also. So, where is she getting money from? So, how is she buying all these companies? So, this is all very, very worrisome. Something deeply, deeply, crazy is happening in the Bollywood world. And they want you to become a part of it. See, a lot of the, actors are, putting money into startups also. Because now they don't have movies. So even though, the Kriti Sanon, slashes her costs by half, nobody wants her. Because she can't act for nuts. All her dialogues are like a college girl saying that, see, come, let's have a burger in Adipurush. So these people are really now running like headless chickens. This is what I've noticed. Now they are trying some new tactics. Friends, you must tell me, what is this? What is happening? I'm sure you'll keep a very, scrutinizing eye on what these people are doing and tell me, what do you think? That's a sin, madam, to flaunt wealth. It will cause curse because they're saying they are better than poor people. It's a huge sin. Rautela also, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so even Urvashi Rotela has a 190 crore apartment in Mumbai. So from where did she get all this money when she does not have a single film in hand? And also she has a Versace apartment in Dubai. So and she's called for each and every Bollywood award event like IFA and Filmfare. So what is it in her that she makes her so special, right? Why is how is she making her money, right? And that too obscene amount of money when the middle class is scrutinized, right, for each and every income which they make by the income tax department, right, in India. How come these film actors, producers, they get away with any obscene amount of money? We saw with Adi Purush, we saw it with Brahmastra. How are they getting the funds for say 500, 600 crore film, right? And you can see hardly they have spent any money on good VFX effects, be it Brahmastra or Adi Purush, right? You can see it as substandard VFX graphics, right? It looks like very bad video game graphics, in fact. So you can see how,
So here,
I mean,
Jaideep, you've
yeah.
said a very good point. Okay, so here I want to tell one more thing. See, Kriti Sanan, when she went into the studios for this Adi Purush, it was just a small room, you know. So she was saying, "You're going to create this multi-million, uh, you know, historical movie from this studio." Yes, yes, it is all going to be green screen, this thing, this thing, this thing. So you will have to imagine, he pointed to a cushion near. That is going to be the mountain. Okay. Now, then he pointed a stone, and that is going to be Hanuman. Okay. So can you imagine? These people haven't done anything. It's all basic stuff that they've done. And they see they make millions, and all this money that they're talking about is all crap. It's all crap. Now, one thing very important, friends, is that who are these producers? We're talking about Sandeep Singh. We're talking about Bhushan Kumar. Now, I'll tell you an incident about Bhushan Kumar, which is absolutely shocking. Okay, so let me tell you about this. When Bhushan Kumar was allegedly accused of showing his private parts to an aspiring actress Marina Kuvar, later Sonu Nigam took her name, mentioning the T series boss. Now, who is this T series boss? He is the one who is bringing out Adi Purush, the most sacred of our historical books. Who is Sandeep Singh? Singh is the one who's bringing out Savarkar, Narendra Modi, and now apparently he's going to bring out a movie on Sahara, and he's going to rope in Sudipto Sen, who is the Kerala story director. Don't we bother about the movies who are producing them, friends, as a public? Shouldn't we also put our foot down when the wrong people are funding it? Okay, so here, let me go back to this incident. Throw back to when actress Marina Kuvar accused Bhushan Kumar of showing his private parts and forcing her. She came out after Sonu Nigam named him in a video. Ever since Satya Prem Ki Katha's new song, Pasuri No, has hit the web, its music label T Series has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. The song is a remake of Pakistan Coke Studios' Pasuri, crooned by Ali Sethi and Shay Gill. On the day of the song's release, an alleged Arijit Singh Twitter account made a shocking revelation and stated that Bhushan Kumar's company has promised to give education to underprivileged kids. Amid the controversy around the film, fans have dug out an old video of actress Marina Kuvar, who had accused Bhushan Kumar of sexual misconduct. Marina's name had emerged during the Me Too wave after Sonu Nigam had mentioned her name in a video blasting the T series honcho. The story goes back to 2020 when the singer had lashed out at him, warning him that he's messing out with the wrong person. In 2020, Sonu Nigam had said in a video, "Now I need to take Bhushan Kumar's name. You've instigated the wrong person. You forgot that time when you came to my house and pleaded me to do one album for you, pleaded me to introduce you to Subrata Roy, Smita Thakre, Bal Thakre, pleaded me to save, pleaded me to save you from Abu Salim. Do you remember all this? I'm warning you not to engage with me in any manner. Hope you remember Manira Kuvar. I don't know why she backed out, through, though media knows it. That's how the mafia functions. I still have a video. Now, if you mess with me, I'll post that video on YouTube channel. Don't dare mess with me." However, later, Marina Kuvar came to the limelight and shared her ordeal. Earlier in an interview with Ajtak, she revealed how she ended up being in such a situation. She revealed that Bhushan Kumar had once called her to meet at a cafe. Later, when she went to meet him, he arrived in a Swift with black windows. Marina further stated that when she asked him where they should sit and have a chat, he told that since media constantly follows him and his life is under scrutiny, he cannot go to any public place. This is when he took her to a house which didn't look like an office and soon began to get closer to her and force her. Watch the video and hear her ordeal. Now, commenting on the video, angry netizens wrote, "Kudos to this woman for being brave enough to expose him." And Sajid, Nadia the one. Sajid was accused by multiple women of sexual harassment. Were there other women who accused Bhushan of sexual harassment apart from Marina Kuvar? While another person said, "Only power and money rules this industry." These Me Too movements hardly ring a bell on their ears. Inhumans. This lady has more balls than your entire actress cabal in Bollywood. Later, Marina had hinted about being in depression after the whole fiasco took place. Now, in this same connection, Salma Hayek was forced to do a lesbian scene with a full frontal nudity on Harvey Weinstein's demand. She said, I had to take a tranquilizer. Salma once shared how she was traumatized while performing a lesbian scene out of Harvey Weinstein's demand, which the movie did not require. Salma made a bold and courageous move by coming forward and sharing her Me Too story against Harvey. She played a vital role in bringing down the wild, disgraced producer by revealing his ugly side and how he made her life a living hell. The actress once shared how he pressured her into performing lesbian sex and gave her a major breakdown. The actress won the Best Award for her Actress Award for her performance in Frida. While Harvey was not related to it directly, he co founded the Miramax umbrella under which the movie was made. That's when the trouble began. In a heartfelt and troubling essay in the New York Times, Salma Hayek revealed that Harvey Weinstein was upset about her look as she looked ugly with her unibrow and limp. Out of frustration, he forced me into performing lesbian sex to continue with the film. She wrote, he offered me one option to continue. He would let me finish the film if I agreed to do a sex scene with another woman. And he demanded full frontal nudity. While Salma Hayek submitted to Harvey Weinstein's unreasonably and frankly evil demands, it broke her completely. She had a nervous breakdown, and it also had to do with the torture the producer had imposed on her by demanding sexual favors. Salma added, since those around me had no knowledge of my history of Harvey, they were very surprised by my struggle that morning. It was not because I would be naked with another woman. It was because I would be because it was not because I would be naked with another woman, it was because I would be naked with her for Harvey Weinstein. But I could not tell them then. She cried uncontrollably, and it all got worse eventually. The Eternals actress shared, I had to take a tranquilizer, which eventually stopped the crying but made the vomiting worse. As you can imagine, this was not a sexy, but it was the only way I could get through that scene. So here you understand. See, women are at the receiving end, whether it is Hollywood or Bollywood. And people like this creepy guy, you know, and Bhushan Kumar and Sandeep Singh are all, like what you call like virus moving about. You don't know what they will do next. Very, very dangerous situation that young children, girls, and young men are when they enter these industries. So let me take a few comments. Stylish Boy says, Ma'am, did you see when Footpath Bhai received threats and comments said everyone is happy and supporting Bishnoi? Oh my God, or a friend's body this time. They tried to whitewash his sins. In fact, here, Stylish Boy, let me just show you one image. So let me just take you there. Yes. Today, this is the image that uh, being Salman Khan has posted, on his Twitter handle, wishing everybody happy Eid. Now, if you look at this image, what do you think, friends? You'll think of a very happy family doing all the good things, doing puja part, you know, in their case, it'll be Quran part, and eating good food and having a nice life. You remember what Sushant Singh said about the orgies that took place, where, someone from here was present and how she told him everything. We also know that they never cared about Sushant Singh's parents or his family. So when they pose like this as a family, can't they see the irony of it? Do they even wish that other families are come together and celebrate festivals? Look at the very irony, you know. So it's a very sad situation, friends. They do something and they show something and do entirely the opposite. Ajitesh says they would be cutting the bakras and eating them. Which image shares the? Would like to know. I think Fadnavis has a soft corner towards penguins, and he's saving them, or they have secrets of him as well.
Yes, this could be the most likely reason why Fadnavis is, very evasive when he was asked
Yeah,
questions regarding SSR case.
yeah. Their ideal, a 17-year-old Madonna, has had a serious glitch in the matrix. Now, even the miracle drug adrenochrome won't be able to revive or reboot her machinery. Well said. Sajid Khan, brother of Farah Khan, knowing of all, how come everyone, like Kanda Kumar and all, kept quiet, pretending nothing happened, and AI supported him? Sick. Bushman's father was killed because he didn't want to partner with the gang and did a lot to help the Vaishnavi Devi
Yeah, Gulshan Kumar ji.
Bhushans. Yes, yeah. He has destroyed his father's legacy. The family members, no shares. It is directly from Salman Khan's Twitter account that it has
Instagram
come out.
account, is it?
Yeah, Instagram account. And it is to wish everybody a happy Eid. Welcome, Vidya. Came in a little late. They should be cutting bakras and eating them. Here, see, what I would like to say is that, see, not even one actor who says, save water during Holi, don't create fire and crackers during Diwali. Not one beautiful, fragile cocktail going stiletto heeled, gown, those voluptuous figures that are shown in gowns mentioned something about saving a lamb during during this Eid. Nobody cares about how many cows are killed and how many sheep and goats are killed. Why this terrible hypocrisy? You care about water, but you don't care about animals. So, what sort of a face are you showing? The more you eat goats and the more you eat cows, you start resembling them. And also bear in mind, red meat leads directly to cancer. So, let the people who are enjoying it enjoy it. Playing Happy Family, Salman Khan and family is the biggest hypocrite on this planet. Total boycott Bollywood, Salman Khan is one hell of a cold blood murder. Salman Khan, very arrogant and spoiled. Peter is always, no, they don't care at all about all this. I'm sorry, I went to sleep late. Honey Singh visited Satanic Church. Yes. Justice for Shans, Disha and other boycott Bollywood movies. Candid Meena, did you see Honey Singh's? Yes, I did hear about it. But half the time I don't believe it, Ajitesh, because he was always on drugs. So we do not know what is the truth and what is not the truth. So I don't know whether I can trust this man at all. So here, friends, with this last piece of news, we end this session. Do send us emails if you have any interesting news or interesting people you'd like to have interviewed. And according to liberals, crackers, communal goat meat is secular. Justice for Sushant. Yes. On this note, we end this. Yes, Meena, you're right. Thank you, Ajitesh. Good night and Jai Hind from Jai Dev.